From the nation's capital, Monrovia, this is news today with me, Zach Sherman. The headline. One person reported dead in violent clash between demonstrators and riot police in Kmtv, Kmtv County. A two-week economic dialogue between the governments of Liberia and partner ends in Monrovia. And away from Liberia, suspected ringleader of Saturday's field coup attempt in Ethiopia's Amhara region has been shot dead, police say. Those plus more package for you when we shall return. Keep watching. Welcome back and thanks for rejoining us. A demonstration by residents of Kingsville number 7, Kmtv County, protesting against the killing of two boys for ritual purposes today led to violent clashes with riot police, resulting into one death and several injuries. The riot police allegedly fired live bullets to disperse demonstrators who had set roadblocks to demonstrate against the killing of the two boys for ritual purposes. The boys aged 10 and 14, who were reported missing for several days in early June, were later discovered dead with body parts missing. Police reportedly fired several rounds to disperse the demonstrators who were throwing stones at the police. Let's now bring you this amateur video by Classic FM in Kmtv County.
The citizens of this town gathered together and had peaceful protest this morning because some people went and killed two children here. And since the government took it, we have not yet heard anything from them. So the citizens of number 7 had protest. They blocked the road. When the PSC people came, they begged them to take the road block. They said, till the government can come and tell us, the people that they arrested and carried them, till they can tell us where are they, we will not leave the road. When the PSC people started shooting, we all decided to run. When we ran, the boy was sitting on the post there, he was roasting corn. So when the man was coming, he decided to run. While running, they had the man fire at the back. The gunshot hole at head from the back. That he fell. When he fell, we all ran on the other side, then the other PSU, they fired the ball on the foot, the ball so broke. The boom even keep on, you will see the boom there now. The boom even keep on, but the one that was shot at the head, he died on the spot.
He died on the scene.
He died on the scene.
PSU people came and opened arm on the citizen as I speaking. I think two of our brothers, they are on a critical condition. We don't even think that the other person will survive.
So how did it come about? Did you resist the police?
The problem there, we did a peaceful assembly. We did a peaceful assembly from this morning. We were here, and then the police came. While we put the roadblock, they came and took it off. That's how we decided to show the placard to them. When we show the placard, that's how they came for 6 feet from the group. Then we re-put the placard again. Alive, it came out. I don't know where they got the order from. We decided to move the placard. As the citizens said, we can't move any placard from here, but we can't leave the road. They got in group, marching to the citizens before the people said, why is it that you people are doing? Why is it that you want to do they start using tear gas?
They said some people were arrested and later released.
Well,
yes. For the harm, maybe.
Yes. There are 4 persons that were arrested. We are getting the information. The government is saying to us that there is no sufficient evidence, so as to go to court. That's the reason we assembled on the road today.
2 of our children were murdered here since the 30th and the 31st, and today is the 24th of June. 2 of our brothers was instantly killed by the police today again.
How did the police shoot them?
Because we blocked the road, they came to us to open the road, so we're not opening the road.
The government of Liberia and commercial banks have ended a 2-week dialogue with the International Monetary Fund, which was aimed at addressing challenges confronting the country's economy. The two-week dialogue, according to IMF head of Mission to Africa, Mika Seto, was geared toward synchronizing analysis to develop macroeconomic strategies to augment Liberia's economy. Madam Seto, addressing the news conference Monday, said the IMF is cognizant of the depreciating economy Liberia is faced with and are working with the government to address said situation.
Following a series of external shocks, including a fall in key commodity prices, a lingering effect of Ebola, and then the rapid depreciation of the exchange rate that followed, the economic situation facing Liberia has proven challenging. Growth has slowed, reserve stocks have come under significant pressure, and macroeconomic imbalances have increased. Inflation accelerated and now stands at about 23%. The difficult economic conditions and loss of purchasing power are being felt particularly by the most vulnerable members of the society, many of whom are experiencing significant hardship. Macroeconomic stabilization, particularly a lowering of inflation, is the immediate priority. The success of the reform agenda is predicated on the adoption of a credible and executable budget for FY 2020 and beyond. In addition, participation across all groups within the public sector is essential to support the reform agenda. Key to this is that expenditure is held to a level consistent with realistic estimates of the resource envelope, so that budget execution in the coming year can proceed with predictability and efficiency. This is needed to support the provision of essential public services and avoid the accumulation of domestic arrears. Securing enough resources to fund an efficient government expenditure program will require both additional revenue measures and reforms to reallocate expenditure. The latter requires a reduction in size of the public sector wage bill, as it currently accounts for almost 65% of total budget expenditures and is effectively crowding out needed spending in other areas.
Meanwhile, Finance and Development Planning Minister Samuel Twell has hailed the significance of the two-week dialogue, which, according to him, equates to Liberia's economic progress. Minister Samuel Twell believes the path of a vibrant economy comes from a collective and meaningful discussion, as was done with the IMF.
First, looking back at the challenge that precipitated all of this and the steps that we need to take to move forward. So the discussions are centered around the three areas of a program. So we're in program negotiations, and the program will focus on a credible budget, monetary policy, but also on strong governance measures as well as business climate reforms, as you heard. We're still in negotiation. We've made significant progress. We believe we're going to have a program because we're in a position to meet all of the benchmarks and all of that. But I'll just comment on a few broad areas to show what we've been doing. On the fiscal side, the program demands that we have a credible budget. So one of the reasons why we've not submitted our budget today is because we're undertaking a very significant revolutionary exercise, which is wage harmonization. This is wage harmonization. So it's important that the public gets to know that this is not a wage cut. This is a harmonization of wage. So the problem is that the wage across government have been discretionary. So we have one group of people making this here, making that here. There was no order. So the last government started a reform process and aborted it, and we've been living with that situation ever since. And ever since, we've been kicking the can down the road, waiting for a new government. Now we have a new government that has decided to tackle this problem. I would say that in over a period of 6 weeks, or probably 8 weeks, the Civil Service Agency, Ministry of Finance, and other relevant agencies have worked to produce what could not happen in the last 8 or 9 years. I think all of the partners recognize the tremendous progress, the revolutionary, exemplary effort that has gone into wage harmonization.
The chairman of the four collaborating political parties has called on members of the opposition community to vote well in the upcoming by-elections for change. Benali Ure said the right decision in the elections will make a positive mark in the country. The ALP political leader was speaking when one of the candidates in the District 15 by-election pledged his support to Ms. Tilla Ure over the weekend.
In the interest of the country, we must all make sacrifices. And what you all have done here, Team Bishop and Bishop, is to show an example that we, the political parties, must follow. In the interest of your community, your county, and your country, you must make sacrifices. We want to add on to the promises that have been made by Ms. Ure. The four political parties will ensure that development comes to the district. Get up and canvass throughout the District 15 to make sure that somebody who represents him, like Bishop and Tilla Ure, can ascend to the position of representative of this district. As a people, our country is troubled and we need change. And a vote for the right person in District 15 will give you the change you want. We must ensure that we vote well and don't make the mistakes we continue to make as a people. The four collaborating parties are here to work along with you. We want to encourage them to work together to ensure that we have a sounding victory in this district.
Also speaking at the program was political talk show host Henry Costa, who vowed to campaign from door to door in a move to give Ms. Ure more votes.
Are you satisfied with the way things looking in the country? Can I get another no? When you vote for CDC candidate, you know what I mean? You're satisfied. When you vote for Abu or whoever, you're voting for Toria. When you vote for Telia, you will hate the heart. You want to hate the heart? You want to hate the heart? Vote for her. You want another I will say, or one source say, all in the house? No. You want somebody who will stand up to them. And so I said to you, I will be coming here. Monday I will be back here. We will go from door to door in this district. We will campaign to make Tilla Ure representative of District number 15.
If you're just coming up with this, is a reminder that you are watching news today only on KMTV. This is a half-hour news presentation brought to you from the News and Current Event Department of Greater Minds Television with Central Studio in Monrovia. Keep watching. We're taking a short break to be right back. Welcome back. This is News Today with me, Zach Sherman. Several beach and waterways project workers have expressed gratitude to the government of Liberia for providing an opportunity for them to earn money through the beach cleaning project. The workers are meanwhile calling on the government of Liberia to make available their salaries to enable them cater to their needs.
One thing about this project is that it is a blessing to the inhabitants of the borough of Migueltown. As you may be aware, Migueltown is a slum community. So government saw a need that can mobilize people to see how best we can clean our backyard, which is the beach. And today our people have been doing a great job. And even though we got a challenge of salary delay, but once we make some effort and pressure on government, they receive their salary. So I take it as a blessing where ordinary Liberians can get the opportunity to come and work and earn their living. Before, this place was used as a dumping site. This place was used as a place that people go and just defecate. But today, people are using it for recreation purposes. As you can see now, other people will be coming on the beach touring with their fiancés, and other people come have some quiet time. That is why I take me as a blessing.
Where I can't see, you know, they kind of where they did my son, where my grandchildren. Where we come to where today when we sweeping, tomorrow we come to meet some people here. And the people where you belong to, some people sometimes can be whisper people, you go take it, sometimes you track. That is where we can do. That is where we can do. When you go there, they can't come. When they can't say, oh mama, your own son. Me, I start running, sometimes when I can't be, I can drink 3 bags of water. Sometimes my grandchildren can tell me, say, ma, when you drink it, I say, they small, we're not going to your eating. Sometimes when the supervisor around me say, mama, count this out, we are walking, sometimes the water can be popping in my stomach. When I finish sweeping now, supervisor can say, you count the 3. She start talking, 30, I say, 2 quarters, I will back of record so they can be there.
The workers also appealed to the government of Liberia not to close the project because, according to them, it is making a great impact on their daily life. Let's now bring you the supervisors speaking to the station Monday.
There are so many factors why government should maintain this project. One, and this is something that is very clear when it comes on the health-wise aspect. Today, we are not having diarrhea, roaming around our community, chloride, roaming around our community. It's because we have taken the initiative to clean this place. Okay, you know that the flowers will come from the toilet, okay, goes back to the community and infect our food, and then we got some stomach problem. This is not happening. So there's a need that government maintain this project. The next factor has to do with this project is benefiting ordinary Liberians, and this project is also impacting the economy. Remember, when 4,000 plus person takes pay from the Beach and Waterway project, that same money will circulate in the economy. You got people buying their mattresses, people paying their children's school fees, people will be building their homes with their little resources. That will impact the economy. School principal will be receiving money, right? Building materials people will be receiving money, right? And that is how government should circulate finances in our economy. That is why we always talking to government. There's a need to maintain this project. Because every time government pay people from Beach and Waterway, trust me, just see the few times government do their payment. Come in Newport and see what will happen. You see people coming with their mattresses. People coming home with bag of rice for their family. People going to schools to pay their school fees. So based upon these factors, we hold it constant and continue to appeal to government to maintain this project. We will also want to call on some of our international partners. You know, it's not easy. The government has some constraints. We will also want to encourage you to come and help the government.
Away from Liberia now, the suspected ringleader of Saturday's failed coup attempt in Ethiopia's Amhara region has been shot dead, police say. Brig Jean Asiminu was killed as he attempted to escape from his hideout in Amhara's capital, police added. Ethiopia's army chief was killed while trying to stop the coup, the government also said. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has urged Ethiopians to unite against evil forces that set on dividing the country. Flags are flying at half-mast after the government declared a day of mourning to mark the deaths of loyalists. On that, folks, that's how we draw down the curtains of news today. And of course, join us tomorrow same time, same hour for another edition. Until then, I'm Zach Sherman. Thanks for being there.